Thank you for joining us again for another Techstination interview, using technology to help people remain independent as they age. With us is Ryan Hurd, the founder of a company called Caregiver Smart Solutions. Thanks for joining us, Ryan.
Hey, Fred, how are you? And really appreciate being here.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, and give us some background to start with of
Sure.
what Caregiver Smart Solutions is all about.
So I'll give you a little bit of background on myself. I've been in the smart home IoT tech arena for about 30 years. I literally wrote the book on it called Join the Smart Home Revolution. And, you might have seen me on HGTV, DIY, A&E networks doing all bunch of cool, smart technology. So with that said, life was great. We were having a lot of fun. And then my father got cancer. And like anyone else, I was concerned and I wanted to know, how is dad doing? Is he getting up? Is he moving around? Is he taking his medicine? And that led me down the, I guess, spiral hole to find out that anything in the aging in place, health tech, age tech, they have all these fancy names for it, is all reactive. It's all, I've fallen and I can't get up, and God forbid something happens, you want somebody to push a button. I want it to be proactive. I want it to be able to see how he's doing, and if something's amiss, I want to be able to do something about it. So that's where Caregiver Smart Solutions fundamentally started.
So, what does it consist of?
Great question. So it's a bunch of non-invasive sensors that are placed discreetly around the home. Matter of fact, let me show you. So as you can see here are some of the sensors, and this is actually a quarter. So you can see that the sensors are about the size of a quarter, because what we learned is it's very important that our loved ones don't feel as if we are spying on them. We want to retain their independence, and we want them to retain their dignity. And this is actually our core kit. So with Caregiver Smart Solutions, you start with our core kit. It comes with a bunch of sensors, and it's for the typical 2-bedroom, 2-bath, whether mom has a house, a condo, an apartment, even if she lives in an assisted living facility, and it's able to cover the entire area. And basically what we're doing is we're all creatures of habit, right? You and I, we get up about the same time every day, and we go to the bathroom, we go to the kitchen, make our coffee, tea, whatever, sit in front of the boob tube and watch a little TV. That's normal. What we're doing is we're looking at your loved one's habit, and then over time, we're looking at things that aren't normal. And it could be something as simple as mom left the door open or left the refrigerator open, or it could be something worse.
Interesting. So, these are sensors and not cameras,
Right.
and that's very deliberate.
Yeah. Again, we love mom, but they really enjoy their independence. The best way to explain this is think of the first time you got your keys to the car. You went out, maybe you went to McDonald's or Quick Check or see your friends, but man, you have freedom. And now fast forward to somebody that's 75 or 85 or even older, they're not going to give up their independence. I know I'm not. So how do we enable that? And I definitely don't want anybody spying on me, nor do I want to know what my mom's doing in my house. So I don't need a camera in there. What I need is information, and I want to be able to see how they're doing through an app. So I can show you how all of those sensors send their information to an app. And let me show you actually. Can you see that?
We can.
So what this happens to be my house. Now in my house, I do have 3 young kids. So the data there's going to be a lot of data. Let's just say that. But with a quick look at the app, you can see that it's 31 degrees outside. Inside it's 67 degrees and relative humidity is about 33%. So we know that the environment is good. If something was off, you will know. We also know somebody's moving around in the kids' playroom and they're supposed to be on their iPad, remote learning right now. So I wonder what that's all about. But let's take a look at the bathroom. So under the bathroom, excuse me, technology, you're able to see that there was 1 shower today. And that happened to be me. But on average, it's 2 times a day. Now, if you want, you could actually look into this data as much as you would like. So you can look at history. How many times is somebody actually taking a shower? And you can get as deep as possible. But the reality is most of us just want to see this simple green, red, yellow. If everything's good, it's going to be green. You want to know things like how many times have they taken their medicine? How many times have they opened up the refrigerator? Wow. In this case, 21 times. But as I said, I've got 3 kids and 26. It's gone up. They're remote learning right now. And you can see an average of 42 times. We have a tendency to eat ourselves through house and home, obviously. But when we're talking about our aging loved ones, there's a couple of things that are happening here. So, for example, let's say, how many times have you gotten food at the food store? You come home, you put it in the refrigerator, and maybe you don't close it all the way. And after a couple of minutes, you hear that dinging. Oh, that's fine for us. But when we're talking about our aging loved ones, as you get older, your hearing goes, and that's usually the highs and it's the lows. So when that happens, they can't hear that dinging sound. So let's face it, let's say grandma is 95 years old and she puts the food away and maybe doesn't close the door all the way. She's going to go in the living room. She's going to sit down. Okay. A couple hours later, she's going to finally get up, maybe go to the bathroom. Maybe she's going to go into the kitchen, make her tea, make her coffee, maybe make lunch. That's when she's going to realize that the door was open on the refrigerator. Now, that could be several hours later. And the question is, do you think grandma is still going to eat the deli meat that's inside? Probably.
Probably, right.
And that's going to be bad because when we talk about our aging loved ones, they have compromised immune systems. So what should happen is she shouldn't eat it. Well, here with Caregiver Smart Solutions, if that refrigerator is open, let's say 5 minutes, you'll get a notification on your app. You can give mom a call. Mom, how you doing? What is she going to say? I'm fine. Hey, do me a favor, take a look at the refrigerator. I think it's open. Crisis averted. See, the simplest way of thinking about what we're doing here at Caregiver Smart Solutions is, I guess, we're giving the average American the ability to monitor their loved one as they age in place. Very simply.
How does the pricing work for this? Describe it for us. I know that there are different sized kits or add-ons, I suppose.
Yeah, so this year what we did is we pushed everything into one size, which is the core kit. Let me show you that again. So you have the core kit, and that's where you start. The price of the core kit is $499, and it does come with a monthly subscription fee. Now, the subscription fee is the app and all the intelligence and everything that goes into it. And it's also the lifetime warranty. Once you purchase the product and put it in, and it is 100% installable by yourself. If you feel like to have somebody else do it, we can do it for you. And on this app too, you also have the ability to personalize it. So for example, let's take a look at alert setting really quick. There's a whole bunch of things that you can set. So information. So let's say you have siblings. And let's say your sister is very empathetic and she wants to know everything that's going on. She can have that. You can find out when the door's open. You can find out when the refrigerator's open. You can find out how many times she's taken her medicine. Every time one of these actions happen, you will get a notification. And let's say yourself, maybe you're very busy. I just want to know when mom has a real issue. Well, you can set that up as well. And fall alerts and those kind of things will pop through. So those are the kind of things, again, that we're doing here at Caregiver Smart Solutions. We're trying to make it easy and affordable, really for everybody.
And how much is the subscription, the monthly subscription?
Monthly subscription is $49 a month.
$49 a month. Is there an annual one as well, or is it strictly by the month?
Strictly by the month. We want to make it easy for you. And remember, this is also a product. So let's say mom is at home. So one value is if we can keep mom home longer, number one, she's going to be happier. Let's face it. That's where maybe she raised her family. That's where her friends are. That's her community, everything. And if she does have to go into assisted living because she needs a little more help, you can take this and you can put that into there too, because you still want to know how mom's doing. This can also complement a situation that maybe you have in-home help. Maybe you have somebody coming in twice a week helping mom. Again, There's a lot of ways that we can add value and absolutely help you and facilitate that conversation of, Mom, how are you doing?
And as far as the other smart home gear that's out there today, and you've worked with it in the past,
Yeah.
you mentioned, does this work in conjunction with anything else?
So we are a platform. What do I mean by that? Will this connect to a smart thermostat? No. The reality is when we look at our aging loved ones, grandma who's 95, she doesn't want any of that. She thinks that the smart technology is a little crazy. God forbid you replace the front doorknob with, let's say, a smart doorknob. She's going to come home and she's going to freak out. What is that on my door? She expects to see a place to put the key in, and that's it. She doesn't want a lot of buttons. That's techno stuff. It's way too confusing. We're not here to add stress. We're here to remove the stress and give mom, dad, grandma more peace of mind. So what we do is for those things that can be valuable to our aging loved ones. Maybe it is a wearable. Maybe it's a smart bottle cap. Maybe it's a pill dispenser. We partner with them and we can provide that information through our app as well. So what we're doing is we're trying to bring our loved ones as much value as possible, whatever that is, whatever they need in their journey of life. We want to be there for them and help you, have mom around for as long as possible.
And is there any kind of communication that this works with other than calling her up on the phone? There isn't like a voice communications module or anything like that, right?
Not yet. Without saying too much, there will be. What we're looking at is what is the right way. Because as I said, I've been in technology for 30 years. I love technology. Now, there's a lot of technology out there that really is no help to a lot of us. So how can we leverage voice technology that'll actually help our aging loved ones and help you? So we're working on that, and stay tuned because it's very exciting.
And with the sensors, do they have batteries that are replaceable? How does that work?
Yes. So the sensors, as I said, they're about the size of a quarter, and they work on what's called a CR23. So it's a typical battery you can find at Walgreens, CVS, Home Depot, Lowe's, even on Amazon. They last a couple of months, depending on the type of sensor it is, and even up to a year.
Very cool. So for more information and maybe to buy, where do people go?
Well, I'd love you to give me a call at 888-585-5022, or take a look at caregiversmartsolutions.com.
Again, it's caregiversmartsolutions.com. Ryan Hurd, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate you having me on.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand, without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.